we're going to see if this works this time. I want to do some seated postures, so everybody grab a chair. See if you can get a stool. I'm going to use this outside stool and put it here, which is going to freak him out a little bit. So I have so enjoyed everybody's responses. And so, you know, we've had things like Waggy Wednesday, and what else did we have? We had Twisty Thursday, Fun Pose Friday. Well, today is going to be Situational Saturday. You guys have a sit, and I have a situation. I have a dog situation. I love them so much. They crack me up. All right. As mosquitoes going. I have a dog situation. Yay. All right. Let's see who's here. It has been a morning. Mostly I can't get moving. Yay. Coffee. You're just going to stand there and be my protector the whole time? Thank you for that, buddy. We're not going to have you get up in the chair, though. Where did you go play? You don't want to go play? Are we buddies? We're buddies. And mosquitoes. We'll see how this works. It's kind of cold in the house, but all the sunshine is out here. You want to have some sunshine. Good morning. Yay. Yay. Another beautiful, whoop. The hunt is on. Yes, I know. A dog, wee. There's multiple, but they're in the backyard playing. All right. Let's see if we can get past these mosquitoes, though. That's the real deal. All right, so while I prepare for this, good morning, Brian. Wow, these just came out in force, didn't they? While I prepare, you will need a chair today because we're doing chair yoga or seated yoga. I've had some requests for that. I did that like the second or third day when we started this practice, and I think today's like day 68. I mean, I said 70 yesterday, but I was a little discombobulated. So we're going to do some chair postures, things that we can do seated. I had a couple of elderly viewers say, you know, I've really enjoyed your practice, but some days I just can't get up and down off the floor. I'm like, okay, no problem. We'll make sure that you can do a practice. So you shouldn't need... Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. You got to put your dogs outside sometimes. You hate to. Like, okay, but yeah, I got to get through this. You guys go out. Like, they're helping. So, grab a chair. You shouldn't need any other props other than a chair. So you guys sit up and let me grab something really quick. See if this is going to help the dogs. Did you keep them busy? That was nice of you to keep them entertained, Miss Daisy. That was nice. Thank you for being my yoga teacher while I was gone. I know, mosquitoes. I have a long sleeves, but not long pants. I only brought so many clothes. All right, that's enough shenanigans for this morning. Good morning, Sean. Let's see if we can get this party started. So, seated yoga. It's still going to be able to give us the opportunity to stretch without getting up and down. There's a lot of postures you can do. Seated postures are best done in a chair with no back and no arms. And that's another reason why I grabbed the footstool. Because we'll have a tendency to lean over, or if we have a hard time getting the knee up in some postures, we'll try to put our back on that, the back of the chair. It's better just to have something that's a stool shape or no arms and back. So let's just get started by being quiet. We find our breath. We set the intention for the practice. We allow that head to come to the right. Nice big stretch. We feel the neck lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left ear, left shoulder. If you're wondering what that sound is Roscoe sees a frog in the pool and he cannot get to it. So he's angry. 3, 4, 5, and back up. We let the shoulders drift back so that the shoulders sit right over the hips. We feel the straightness of the spine, and that's where all the information travels, up and down that spine. And then from here, we set that intention for the practice. Lace those fingers together, out and up. And rotate to the left. So super tall, just like we normally do. I think I'm going to put these actually on my clothes too. I didn't think of that, but I only put it on my skin. But I want to be outside with you. I'm kind of an outside girl, which you guys know that already. Nice tall spine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that right shoulder come down. Now notice I didn't just bend my arm. I let it be straight as I can. And let the other one come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then slowly we're going to come back up. From there we're going to twist to the left. Tall spine. Really tall spine. I'm allowing my hand to grab the back of that chair. Really extend to the crown of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's let that left shoulder come down. Again, my arm's going straight as I come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. And back to the center. Stir the pot. So if your feet are close, you might not feel like you have enough security here. You may need to widen them. Nice big circles. Do what you can. I prefer folding chairs have a back, but you're able to sit far enough to the front of the chair that the back really doesn't come into play. But that's going to feel a lot more sturdy sometimes than something that has a heavy cushion like this one. And we're going to change directions on the other side. Nicely done. We're going to get back to the top and take a pause. Line up the spine. Maybe you shift more towards the front of the chair, pulling the shoulders back. Find the breath. So the belly comes forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Let's try one more time. Forward and back. And come into that flat back. Now we've already brought our ear to the shoulder, but we want to add a little more to stretch, because you see we're trying to stretch all the way up. We're going to take the right hand, place it behind, so it's over here. I'm going to grab it with my left hand. I'm going to pull down and over, so it's going in an angle. I'm going to allow my left ear to come over towards left shoulder. You're really going to feel that stretch in the neck, top of trapezius, scalenes, full breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that out. Maybe you need to move that shoulder a little bit. And we're going to try the other side. So my left arm's going to come behind. My right hand's going to grab that wrist, pulling down at an angle, sitting up tall, right ear, right shoulder. Stretching it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head comes back up. Release that arm. Whoa, and release. So we've already done cat and cow, moving through the belly. But this is that forward movement. We want to start moving up here. Now we've already done it at the waistline with stir the pot. We're going to put the hands on the shoulders and just kind of go from side to side. Opening the chest. I'm doing pretty good today, Petra. Thank you for asking it. Yes, it might have taken you a while to find me, but it took me a while to get on. It was a calamity of things this morning. So I didn't get on probably until 9:02. So it's not you. And nice big stretch. And gently release. Feel that stretch. Nice. Shoulders back. Stretch. I'm going to let the chest come forward. Look up towards the ceiling. So we're starting to open through the muscles of the throat. Do what you can. Lifting the chin. Now after we've lifted the chin, we're not going to bring the head straight up. We're going to roll it to the right. We're going to roll it forward and roll it to the left. And then maybe we can roll it back. Maybe this is too much for your posture, then maybe just leave it on the shoulder. Now, when my head is back this far, I don't just bring it straight forward. I always roll it to the side and forward to bring it up. Way it's a little easier on this neck muscles. So we're going to just continue all the way up the side of the neck. Right ear comes towards right shoulder, but we're going to take the hand, place it on the head, pull. So we have this nice lengthening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release slowly. And then the other side. No, we're not yanking on the head. It's just a little bit of weight. So left ear towards left shoulder. Hand comes on the head. Just put the weight of it. So you're going to feel all this tissue here lengthen, which is going to make your shoulder feel like it has more flexibility. But all that was your neck being a little stiff because you slowly started to tighten the traps and lengthen. So we're just trying to make some space. And gently release. Checking in with the neck. Nicely done. Hey, sweet pea, are you helping? Are you hiding? That's what I thought. We're going to put that right foot on the knee. Now notice that the foot is on the knee. I'm not crossed in like this, because when you cross in like this, it closes off the hip. We want to be able to pull that foot in and sit in this position. Now once we're here, we're going to see if we can lean forward a little bit. Ooh, mercy. Definitely feel that in the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yowzers, guys. Let's switch. We're going to put that foot down. We're going to bring this one up and see if we can come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So tight this morning. And 5. Oh, nicely done. And gently release. So we're going to do that same thing that we would do if we were seated. And if we were seated, we would do this, what's the right word? Windshield wipers. So we're going to keep that up, windshield wipers, working through that. Now, when we start to make it up to our standing position, we work through poses like Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and you can do those from this seated position if you haven't checked this out before. So you're going to need to get right to the front of your chair or your stool or whatever you're using. Maybe you're using your couch at home, and that's great because they can put dogs on there. There's coffee tables for coffee. Remember, dogs, coffee, yoga. I need to print some shirts up. So we're going to bring the left leg out and stick the right one behind. So if you've noticed, I've made this nice long stance like I would if I was standing, except my weight is in the glutes. So I don't have to put weight in the feet. I don't have to stand up, which works great for some people who can't put weight in their knees or their feet due to whatever reason. Maybe they're slow to move. We're going to start with the hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to rotate into Warrior 2. Good morning, Haley, John, Debbie. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to allow that left elbow to come down, right one reaches. So we stay in this situation, because that's the name of today's practice. We stay in this seated position for a little while because it might be difficult for you to get that right leg out so far. So we try to see what can we do? How much can we do on this side that's bent before we have to make that transition? And then slowly rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up, and we're going to bring those legs back in. Now, once we get the legs in, we're going to do that little windshield wiper from side to side. Nicely done. I see you, sweet girl. I'm surrounded by dogs. You can't see them. They're so cute. All right, now let's try to do it on the other side. We're going to extend one leg out and then one this way. So we're going to start with that Warrior 1. Oh, sorry, baby. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right elbow comes down. Left arm reaches. Nice long stretch here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take that elbow, rotate around, put those hands together. Nice big twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We press down to slowly come back up. And then we're going to slowly bring that leg in, bring the other leg in. We come back, and we're going to windshield wiper. I'm so sorry. Working through it. The torches are here, but I literally ran out of time this morning. So I was able to grab some skin sensation, and that seems to be working. All right, so we have those legs out. So we're going to try to build some strength in the quad. So we're going to start by just lifting. Now notice that when you lift, because of space and the difficulty, you may lean back. Don't lean way back like this. That gets into some core. We're already going to have some core here. But see if you can just lift. So you're trying to pull this thigh in by bringing that chest forward too. We're going to activate the foot so we keep the muscles in the legs moving. 1. Maybe you can grab onto the chair for some support or just lay them comfortably. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to sit that down. It's a lot more work than it looks like. People may be saying, oh, they're doing chair yoga. Yeah, well, you should do it. And we're going to bring that left leg up. So just this pulling that left quad into left chest. A lot of work's happening here. Nice tall spine, active foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently put that down. So we want to continue. We want to make it even stronger. So this time when we lift, we're going to see if we can extend the leg out. So we're going to bend that knee in and see if we can extend. Push with the ball of the foot. Really active leg. Remember, we want to keep the inside and the outside of the leg active as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to let that leg come down and we're going to switch sides. So we bring this knee up. We extend that one out, pushing with the ball of the foot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put that one down. Windshield wiper. Windshield wiper. Hey, Danny. Nice to see you. All right. Now, from here, we're going to work on just a few more twisting postures. But we're going to work through the arms first. So we're going to bring the right arm over and the left arm under. We're going to let those arms get a little more work. So we're going to lift them up. So the arm that goes behind you is always the one that really gets the work. The tricep stretch on the right, it's not so much. Now, without having the legs crossed, we start to lean forward because we're focusing on the arm, not the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Release. Ooh. And switch. So right arm comes behind, left arm comes over. You're going to grab those fingers, nice tall body, and forward folding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up and gently release that arm. Maybe a little shoulder work here. All right, those arms get extended. Palms are out. Pinky fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers up and ring finger down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that ring finger come up. Middle finger comes down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That finger comes up. Index finger comes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thumbs come up. I know those shoulders are getting tired. Thumbs are up. And 1. Smiling. Muscles there. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put the thumb in the palm. Grab those thumbs. Pull down. Open through those wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release and put the hands down. Nice rotation here. Nice big circles. So whenever I had the request for this practice yesterday, because everybody now, they like to name the classes too. And it was sit-uational Practice. Situational. We have a corona situation and I have a dog situation, which I thought was funny. And so change those directions. Hey, sweet darling. I know you are such a lover boy. Can we snuggle later? Later, okay? Later. I'll give you love later. We're doing yoga now. Go do down dog or up dog. How about just good dog? That works too. And so we're going to bring that right leg across. We're going to try to cross tightly here. So we're going to practice eagle, but we're going to do an eagle seated. So we have these legs really, really tight. No gaps here in the thigh. Now the right leg is on the top. So the right elbow's on the bottom. So when you're seated, you can go ahead and just prop it up here if you wanted to help you get the other one in it. Once you lace those hands together, then you can begin to lift up. So we feel that work through the shoulders. We're bringing those elbows up by the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly bring those elbows down and rest them out. And maybe unwind. Take a second. And then that left foot crosses over. So it's nice and tight here. Again, no spaces in the thigh. You can left knee, put the left elbow here if that helps you cross them. Let that elbow come across. Lace them together. Nice work here. Then maybe you can lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really lift, lift, lift. Feel that stretch. 5. We're going to release those arms out. Stretch them. Right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. We're going to uncross, windshield wiper those legs. Now, we're going to try a forward fold. When you're sitting on a chair and you lean forward and your weight comes forward, you run the risk of your chair sliding. So make sure that your mat is under there or you're on a non-slick surface. And we're going to try to bring those legs forward a little bit. We're going to see if we can walk those hands down and lengthen towards those toes. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we start to come back up. Now once we've come up, we're going to work on our triangle posture. So we need to make this forward fold into a wide angle forward fold. We'll start with the wide angle and then move it into triangle. So we're going to come out wide and you can put the heels down here because it's just going to make it a little easier than trying to push the bottoms of your feet down. If you can, that's a good stretch for the tops of the feet, but just the heels down is okay. So what we're going to do first is lean forward. Now remember, you need to be able to put your hands on a something or feel secure enough in your chair that you won't flip out of it or it won't slide. Just a little forward folding. Get those hips to say good morning. And then once we come up, you're going to let one hand slide down to right leg. Now we don't want the hand to sit exactly on the knee. Knee doesn't bend in that direction. So maybe it's going to be more like shin. So once I have that hand placed, then I allow left hand to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Let's see if we can do that other side. So again, not on the knee, maybe a little lower. And we're going to let that right hand come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. We're going to pull in one knee. We're going to pull in the other knee. Nice big stretch. Now, when we do a chair practice, I like for us to be able to do some things standing. So there was this wing or a chair with the back here behind me, which I'm going to use. But we want to try to do down dog standing. We'd like to be able to do tree standing so that some work happens in the feet. You're able to put weight in the feet, but you still feel secure. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to practice down dog on this particular chair. So how do you do down dog on a chair? This is going to put you higher, so you can put your hands on the back. I'm going to put my hand on this stool. So all I'm doing here is this stretch. So it allows me to elongate through the shoulders, through the spine. Thank you, sweet pea. We're trying to pull the shoulders down away from the ears, lifting in the navel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees so that you have the weight to help you slowly come up. So maybe we can try that again. So if you have a stool where you can practice this way, you can slide an arm through. It's like threading the needle versus doing it on the floor. So if you're using your couch to do it versus a chair, it's a little easier. There's going to be pros and cons for whatever chair you're using. And I'm going to demonstrate here. If you don't have if you have a back chair where there's not a couch, you can just put your arm across your belly. So you would come this way, Alicia. Miss you this morning. Chair yoga, yes, exactly is what we're doing. Good morning, Doug. So we're in this down dog of sorts. Now we're going to take this right arm. I'm going to slide it through and see if I can rest down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend those knees. Slide left hand in to help you come up. Slide those arms back out and then let that left arm come through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that right arm in to help you come up. Or bending those knees, rolling up. So you see that that's a really nice stretch that you can do on the couch, you could do that on a countertop even. You know, if you just needed a little stretch in the morning, you're waiting on your coffee or your tea, just a nice twist like that. All right, now the other posture that we're going to do while we're standing, other than that was an excuse to grab my coffee. I'm not even going to try to make excuses or justify. I just wanted coffee. It definitely tastes like bug spray, but I'm drinking it anyway. All right, so when you're standing and you're going to work on tree and you're doing a chair practice, this is to give you security. So I'm putting my left foot down, heel ball toe. We're going to take that right foot and lift. So maybe you decide that this is as much as you want to try. Maybe you can bring the foot to the calf. Maybe you can grab and place into the thigh. Now this is to help you with the balance. You still have this work here, the work of getting the leg up, allowing the leg to open, lifting pelvic floor. There's this tuck here so that we don't shift the butt out, right? So there's a tuck so that we can lengthen through the crown of the head. So we can be here, we can put the hand here, we can make the chin mudra here. Nice full breath. You choose what's best for you. 1, 2, there's still nice full breathing. Here seated, even though you may not be exerting yourself the way you normally are, focused breath is what helps bring that parasympathetic nervous system into play. We're pushing that right foot in, the left thigh is pushing back. And gently release. We're going to walk that out, and we're going to switch to that other side. So if you feel like you need to move or scooch to the other side, no problem. Right foot, heel ball toe. Maybe you're going to put your toes down. Oh, my head is completely cut off. I'm just seeing that. That's hilarious. I know, right? And up. Nice tall spine. So again, maybe the hands here, maybe the hands here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gently release. Walk that out. Let's take another down dog before we sit. Hey, okay, that's probably enough. Nice big stretch. Now down dog, we're going to come back up. I know there are other people in the world and they're allowed to be here, Sweet Pea. Yes, I know it's the neighbors. They're home. They're home. Isn't that wonderful? They're home. All right, now we come back to a seated position. Oh, it is so never boring when you're hanging out with me. So, our next posture, we're going to get back into that pigeon posture again. We did that right in the very beginning. The hips are like, oh, we're going to try that again. So we're going to put that right foot on that left knee. And you may notice a little more mobility after the work that we've done. Now once you're here, we're going to slowly start to lean forward. Feeling that work. Getting deeper into the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly coming up. And gently release. And switching. Nice work. I really appreciate every single one of you here. When I started this, I thought it was going to be 14 days. And I made 14 class pages. And it didn't turn out to be 14 pages or 14 days. And lean forward. And I have enjoyed every single day though. I enjoy every day that I show up for my life and get a chance to connect with you. I was already a person who enjoyed the small things, but I enjoy them even more. I could say that I savor them instead of enjoy them now. 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up, and we're going to allow that foot to come back down. Nice work, huh? Now, from here, we're going to put the bottoms of the feet together. So this is, in essence, Cobblers Pose. But with the feet together and the knees out, we're not in as tight. So if you don't normally are able to do Cobblers Pose, this is that space where you can. So we're going to try to bend right at the hip crease. Remember, having the mat or the chair on the mat, and see if you can reach forward towards those feet, feeling that lower back release, the upper glutes, lifting pelvic floor, pulling the navel in, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we start to come back up. Release it out. Nicely done. Now, we need to get back into those arms. So we're going to lace those fingers. We're going to lift them up. Nice big stretch. Lift the head, look up towards the sky. And we release them, but then put them behind, rolling the shoulders back. So you're opening through the heart, opening through pectorals. Get a chance for the collarbones to lift some here. As we fold forward, we're going to see about this mobility of when we start to move those arms behind us. We can lift up. So ideally, don't make this basket here. We want to try to put the heels of the hands together. Hello. Thank you for the kiss. I appreciate that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly start to come down. As you sit up, you definitely feel that in the shoulders, so you want to release them out. And you're going to let those hands slowly come down. Now, once you do that, we're going to try to do wall angels. Now, wall angels are something we do on the wall or we do on the floor. And we feel like, okay, well, if I'm not here and I'm not getting the proper alignment, maybe not. But you are strengthening muscles and working through that range of motion in the shoulder, lengthening the tissue and the fascia here in that serratus anterior, and you're working through that deltoid as you lift and lower, right? So we're going to come out, look like a cactus, right? Saguaro cactus. Arms are out. We're going to allow those hands to come up, fingertips kind of touch or cross, and then back down. Now, ideally, you don't want to do it here. You want to try to tighten those muscles in the back through those rhomboids to pull, right? You want to feel like the shoulder blades come together. And let's see if we can come up again and down. We're going to do 10 of these because we're not on the wall. It should be a little easier. Up and down, that's 3. Up and down, that's 4. Up and down, that's 5. Up and down, that's 6. Up and down, that's 7. Up and down, that's 8. Up and down, that's 9. Up and down, that's 10. You should definitely feel it, even that little bit. Let's rotate those shoulders. Now, another one of those postures that we do when we're seated is we rock the baby. It's harder to rock the baby when you're seated because there's a whole lot going on, but that also gives us access to the ankle. So we have a chance to manipulate it with the hand since we're not standing to get some mobility in there. So we're going to bring that leg up, and I want you to hold it. Now, if you have to lean back a little bit for this to happen, that's okay. We just want to shake it. And you may feel like because you're in the chair, there's a cushion, you might not have as much room to shake it. You'll be fine. So once we're here, we're going to stop. Then we're going to support that leg. And we're going to see if we can just rotate that ankle and that foot just a little bit. We could also call it Self-Care Saturday, but that's kind of what Sunday is. So, situational Saturday. I love that. And change that direction. You guys are awesome. Charity, good morning. Mom, good morning. And gently release that foot down. Nice little bounce. Let's see if we can rock this side out. So we have it. We're going to rock that out. We're trying to open the hip. Work through it a little bit. Now once we're here, we're going to just grab that foot. We're going to take it and we just rotate. And change the direction. Nicely done. And bring that leg down. And release, forward fold. Stretch it out. One, two, maybe you can walk those arms out a little bit. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those hands to the knees as we sit up. That's the last little bit here. We have those legs nice and steady. And we're just going to let the head drift. It really is beautiful outside. Your left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. So I would like for you to bring those legs in as comfortably as you can. Maybe together, maybe pull the feet in under your knees, unless there's a pug there, and then you can't. The hands are going to go in your lap. But what I would like to happen is I would like your left palm up And then your right palm to lay in the left. And put the tips of your thumbs together. Sitting up with a nice tall spine, shoulders over the hips, you're going to find your breath. Maybe you lost track of the breath, laughing at my shenanigans. Nice full breathing. So here we feel the breath. We check in with the body, see how it's feeling. Now remember, there's so many layers to your body. We check in with that physical body, that energetic body, physical body, mental body, all of those bodies. We're doing pretty good. Then we just keep that breathing and we lift that pelvic floor. We pull the navel in. And all we're going to do here is try not to think too much. And that's a lot easier said than done. So we focus on the body or the breath by trying to keep this hand position and not letting the thumbs come apart. That's a bit of a challenge physically. Maybe a nice full steady breath, paying attention to it, will help keep the mental body busy. Nice full breath. When we inhale, we want to smooth out the tissues. When we exhale, we're letting go of any fatigue, anxiety, stress, dis-ease. Nice full breaths. Takes as many as you need to work through those lists of things, stress and anxiety for sure. So we inhale. Notice that when you inhale, the spine gets tall. When you exhale, don't collapse it. Keep it tall. Remember back to your intention. Smile. All those muscles work in the face. Now this time we're going to find that small little seed bead size light that's behind the heart. And when you inhale, it gets bright. When you exhale, it gets large. So if you're not sure how that works, think about when you blow into a balloon, the balloon gets bigger. So when you exhale, it gets bigger. So inhale, it gets bright. Exhale, it gets bigger. So maybe it's the size of your heart and can encapsulate it. Inhale. It gets bright. Exhale. Maybe it's the size of a basketball. Inhale. Sit up tall. Exhale. Maybe it's the size of an exercise ball. Size of your torso. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe it's almost big enough for you to sit in it in your chair. Inhale. Exhale. That should be big enough for you to sit in now. This bright light. This light is your inner being. This light is your authenticity. This light is you remembering to think clearly. This space is for you to remember to speak kindly and with compassion. In this light, we know that we can love unconditionally. Don't get caught up on the hows of unconditional. You can love one unconditionally, but have boundaries for yourself. doesn't change the love. I know you can sit like this at home as long as you can, or as long as your pups will allow you, or whatever you have to do on this glorious Saturday. You're still aware of the breath, but it may be now that you bring those hands to the heart. Reminding yourself all the things that you're thankful for. You're going to send out love and kindness and compassion to others. You're going to end the practice with an Om if you're comfortable, inhaling. Bowing forward, namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely. And thank you for joining me. Hey, sweetie. Good morning, Frank. I really appreciate being here with you guys so much. I love it. I would have been so lonely if it weren't having you every morning at 9 a.m. And I've learned the difference of being alone and lonely, and I'm okay being alone. I'm alone a lot. But I just really enjoy the connection that we've made, and any excuse to practice and play with dogs and drink coffee is a good excuse for me. I appreciate the comments. That's how I'm getting these silly names lately, is you guys that know my number are texting me or they're Facebook messaging me, which I really appreciate it. Everybody's really good about sending me cards and letters and baking pies and things like that. And I just love the community that we're in, and I love all the people that we are and all the amazing humans that we can be. So big love for me to you. I will see you tomorrow for Self-Care Sunday. So I have 24 hours, 23 hours to figure that out. So we'll do something fun. Send me a comment. We'll figure it out together. Bye.